Since 2006, Mattel has released over 1,000 diecasts from the Disney Pixar Cars franchise. And I'm here to take a closer look at certain characters and character variants. Hello everybody and welcome to the T-Toy Reviews Tie Spotlight series. Today, we're going to be taking a closer look at Taco. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Spotlight series, a series that is now every Tuesday, and sometimes, maybe more than that. I don't know, I may do this series twice a week, or 3 times a week sometimes. Probably not 3 times a week, but I may do it twice a week sometimes. Anyway, that's beyond the point. I talk about the schedule of this series in basically every episode, so let's talk about Taco. Let's talk-o about him. So Taco, he appears in Cars 3, of course. He was in the Demolition Derby. He did speak, I believe. Miss Fritter, flips him by the back, and he lands like that, and he's screaming, "No, no, 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 no!" Although I don't know who voiced him, and I believe that was his only line. He was one of the first Demolition Derby cars released, and definitely one of my favorites. He also has a mini racer. That I don't have, unfortunately, but he was one of the first mini racer Demolition Derby cars released. There you go, he's right there. Taco was first released as a single in 2017 in both regular glossy paint, and then later on it was changed to be matte paint. I believe Taco is supposed to be in the Blue Desert series. I remember seeing him on the card back of a car. So I just checked the 2020 collection poster, and he is not on it. I believe he appeared on some Blue Desert card backs last year. So maybe he was meant to be in a 2019 release, but it appears he won't be releasing in 2020. But again, he was released as a single in 2017, both with glossy and matte paint. I have the glossy one. This was the original, just like with Miss Fritter. They then corrected it. And then he was also included in an Amazon exclusive 5-pack, where he really doesn't fit. It is the Aaron Clocker 5-pack, featuring Aaron Clocker, the revolting next gen, Fabulous McQueen, Chick Hicks with headset, and Jackson Storm. Those are the other 4 cars. So what's Taco doing there? I have no idea. He really has no connection to the other cars. I guess they just had spare Taco stock, and they wanted to get rid of it. Not too sure. An interesting thing, though, is Taco's prototype picture has his eyes looking off to the side. I'm referring to a whole lot of checklists here today. I just think that's interesting. In the end, he ended up with this sort of sad expression. And speaking of his expression, let's take a closer look at him. Again, as I said, he's got a pretty sad expression. He's got a couple of teeth left, although it's kind of a weird paint thing going on with those. They're not entirely white. They have like a gray overspray. He has all this really nice dirt detailing. All the Demolition Derby cars have such great dirt detailing. He has the number 4, and up here he has a number 4 that was clearly stenciled on. You could even see like the excess paint around it, which is a really nice touch. I absolutely love how homemade, I've always said this for Demolition Derby cars, I love how homemade they look. They're not going to like Ramon for a professional paint job. They did it himself. They did it themselves. Taco, who actually had a Cars 3 Meet the Cars description, which I'll talk about later, it said that his wife painted him like this. So I really highly doubt she was a professional painter. Again, all this nice dirt detailing across the side, some speckles. And he's just a very uniquely shaped car with a back sticking up. Other cars in the Demolition Derby have a similar effect. Pile Up and Fishtail come to mind. But Taco is really the most... He really has the most prominent, curved shape. Even his front is curved upwards. We have his wheels there. These stripes always reminded me of bandages. And again, we have his wildly upturned truck bed. This thing is never going to work again. And we also have his bumper, which is curved and like a bunch of different directions. He doesn't have a license plate. Maybe it was knocked off in the Demolition Derby. The other side is the same as this one, basically. And there is his base. Again, very uniquely shaped car. His base is curved. You could see that. Even the bottom is misshapen. If you look at the edges here, the sides, which is a really nice touch. His back wheels are like treaded. All his first ones aren't, which is nice too. Nice touch. Yeah, it's kind of weird that not all 4 of them are like that, but again, they're going for the whole homemade Demolition Derby car thing. As I already said, Taco had a Meet the Cars description, which says that the question Taco gets asked the most from his fans is, how did you get your name? Taco was sandwiched between 2 other cars in a wreck, and when he came to, his new shape resembled that of a taco. His wife added some realistic paint, and a star was born. An interesting thing is, Taco, before his crash, before he was shaped like a taco, appeared in, I think it was some sort of ad for Cars 3. I remember seeing it somewhere, with a bunch of cars crashing into him. I mean, he looks pretty weird. Maybe it was like some sort of weird like prototype design. Another interesting thing about it is he has an ad on his side. Wait a second, he still has that ad. Hold on a second. I didn't notice that before. So Taco was also a brighter yellow, meaning that these darker colors were either a result of damage or the result of making him look more like a taco shell, which is probably where the speckled paint comes from. And again, it's looks a bit more tan even. But he does have an ad there. I'm sorry that it took me this long to notice. You can't really read it on the diecast because he's so dirty. It looks like it says Ward's Tow Liners or something, and then a phone number. Definitely interesting. Is it on this side too? No, it is not. So that's definitely an interesting thing to uncover in the review here. But that is going to be it for today's episode of the Spotlight series. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for a car from outside of the movies. Maybe it'll be from Cars Toons, or some other sort of expanded universe car. Maybe even from Planes. Probably not from Planes. Let's not talk about Planes. Bye now.